What's up, guys? This is TVW slash TheVoltWithin here, bringing you guys another video for you guys here today. And of course, before I go into the main topic of this video, I would like to let you guys a cool podcast that I've been listening to lately, and it is from the Dungeon Crawler Network. I will link their website onto the description. And what you can find in that website is basically some pretty cool stuff. You can find their podcasts and all that kind of good content you will find. And I believe you can download their podcasts on iTunes as well as other podcast apps from Kindle and of course Apple products too. So I think you guys should check them out, because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to discuss these certain topics, because that's kind of where I got these certain topics from, is from them discussing in their podcast episodes that I've been listening to. But in this video, I kind of wanted to discuss how in one of their episodes they were explaining how they really dislike the bow in this game. And when I heard that, I was like, no wonder people are attacking me because I'm using a bow. Meaning, people were complaining that I was using a bow because they're like, what are you thinking? Like, you need to get better DPS because the bow does not, it's just not good. And I was like, why? And then they didn't really give me a great explanation. They just said, oh, it just sucks. And I was like, well, that's not really a good reason, so I'm just gonna keep on using the bow. But this gameplay is pretty old. It's about 2 weeks old, I believe, and I actually fixed my build as of yesterday, and I like the way I set my build up. And I'll probably make another video when I show you guys my skills and stuff. But basically, it's pretty much a hybrid DPS build, and I'll kind of give you guys some reasons like why it's a hybrid. Because in some situations, the bow is an essential for a DPS, especially for a Nightblade. If you're a Sorc, then of course you want to use staffs as your range-based attack. But in certain situations, the bow is a necessity, because some bosses require you to use a bow, because if you attack a certain boss up close, then you just get owned. Like, you even have tanks too that will have a sidearm of a bow or a ranged weapon, because say the spider, the Dwemer spider for the Darkshade Caverns, for instance, pretty much you're not supposed to go up close to it, because if you go up close to it, you will get destroyed. So the bow or any like staff is essential, and that's kind of why you have to use the bow. And so at that point, I was like, well, since there will be some times I will have to use the bow, might as well just use the bow all the time. But the way how I set up my build is that I can use the bow for single target use, but also I can use it for AoE situations too. So I kind of swapped my dual wielding AoE bar into the bow section now. So now my dual wielding is my single target main focus DPS bar, and it is really amazing. And I pretty much don't use swords, because its main focus is crit. But I do have the warrior stone, not the thief stone, because I want to get damage, of course. But I have 69, pretty much 70% crit without the thief stone. So that is pretty insane, and it hits like a truck too with all the skills I have. But anyways, I'm just trying to say that the bow should get a buff, and if not a buff, it should just get a little bit damage increase, because sometimes if you're only doing 9k to 10k damage, then that's not good. You need to at least maintain any sort of DPS damage above 15k or higher. And I know since champion points are not that easy to come by these days, they do require you to grind it if you want to get a lot of champion points, which I will probably do in the future, but as of right now I don't really have time to do that. But the more champion points you have, of course the bow is going to be, you know, somewhat what you call it, competitive, able to compete against the Sorc DPS and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I just think the bow is it's not that great, but it's not bad either. But it should get a little bit damage buff in a future patch or something, because the bow is not that great. So let me know what you guys think in this video, and leave in the comments what you guys think. And as always, if you like this video, please leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe to this channel if you're new. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video.